welcome to my channel. This video is dedicated to a second look at the NYC Cosmetics CityProof 24-hour waterproof creamy eye pencil crayon jumbo stick thingamajiggers. That's the technical name. Now, as you know, I already have 4 of these. I had 4 of the neutral shades and I love them all. I wear them often. They're creamy, they're pigmented, they're easy to work with, they're long lasting, they really are waterproof, and they're just phenomenal and affordable. Unfortunately, I did not get any of those things with these. These are extremely tricky to use, but I've stumbled upon a trick that may help you out if you already have these and you're kind of struggling with how to make them work for you, or if you just want to kind of play around with them. I mean, again, they are under $3 each, so it's not a major expense to mess around with them. So let's get started. I'm going to do some swatches first on a naked hand and then on a hand with primer, and you are going to see that the primer really is key to getting these to work. Now that should be an obvious statement, right? Like, primer always makes everything look better. Of course it does, but a lot of times people don't prime their eyelids before they use a cream product because they want to use the cream product as a primer, which works a lot of the time. For example, with like a MAC paint pot could be a great primer. But with these, not so much, not really, no. Not today, Cupcake, no. So the purple is very sheer. As I keep applying it, do you see how it's getting patchy? And it's starting to pill up, right? Look at that, not good, not good. And then if we try to blend it out with our finger, it makes it slightly better, but it's still not great. And there's really very little color payoff there. Now, if you were to really press with the tip, you do get more, but still, it's a very, very, very light, unpigmented purple. What it does though, is it does give you a very pretty duochrome wash of color, which could be interesting for daytime. But if you're wanting to use this for like smoking out a purple eye look for nighttime, anything that's dark and dramatic, this really isn't going to add very much to it unless you are using it, for example, along your lower lash line, and then you're going to pack some eyeshadow on top of it. Okay, let's talk about the white shade. The white shade is, I think it's easier to work with, but look what just happened. When I opened it, it fell out. It fell out of its little house. So when that happens, you just put it back in and press down, but that's a pain in the butt. I don't care how expensive it is or how cheap it is. I don't want my eye pencils or my cream sticks to be falling out of their little house, because sure, that fell on my lap. Okay, fine. Falls on the floor though, I'm not putting that near my eyes. That's going directly in the trash, and all of a sudden I've basically thrown money in the trash. Not good. So be very careful with these. Do not turn them upside down, even if the cap is on, because then you're going to get the cap all with the smushed stuff in it. Now, so being more careful this time, I will sketch some of the white on my hand, and you can immediately see it more than you could see the purple. Okay, you can see it. It is a little streaky, but you can rub it out to kind of get rid of a lot of that problem. You can see there's a pearl essence to it, but again, it's very, very faint. It's good for the inner corner of your eye before you put on a white eyeshadow or something that's very light and luminous to try to make your inner eye area appear brighter. But as a standalone eyeshadow, I just don't think it works. Now, I found out tonight, serendipitously, I had swatched some of this on my hand, the Maybelline Master Prime in shade 100, which is the Blur and Smooth. I had swatched this on my hand, and then I thought, oh hey, let me see if maybe this will breathe a little life into these NYC pencils that are just really not making me very happy right now. So we just rub a little bit of it into the back of my other hand. And I am going to do a review of all 3 primers in this collection, probably tomorrow, we'll see. But for right now, I'm just using the shade 100. Let's go back to purple. I really like that primer a lot. So you see, it's a lot more even immediately out of the gate. And it also, that primer gives you a little bit more ability to kind of smooth out, right? Now again, it's still not very dark, So this doesn't help the pigmentation problem, but it does help the texture problem, which I think is worse. I think that lack of pigment, you could layer something else on top of it, but if it's streaky and patchy and gross, it really can't be helped. But that is much smoother than that. Ugh, gross, right? Now let's do the same trick with the white pencil. And the white was smoother to begin with, you know, even on the non-primed side. So again, it's much smoother, but it is still very faint. So let's see what happens when we go for a second coat. So it helps the white show up a little bit. Significant improvement. But again, it's not a magic cure-all. You can't fix lack of pigment just with the primer. I mean, that's not what a primer is for. Anyway, so I hope that this has been a little bit of a heads up. I keep dropping these. What's up with that? So the skinny on this is, if you want a very sheer wash of color and you are willing to remember to prime your eyelids before you apply this, these are decent for what they are. But if you're looking for a big, bold color payoff, if you don't want to prime your lids, or, you know, for any other reason, pass over the white and the purple. Now there's also a dark gray, there's a black shade, and there's a bright blue. I will probably not be purchasing any of those, simply because I'm kind of concerned that the blue and the black might be afflicted with the same kind of disease afflicting the white and the purple ones. The metallics seem to have a different formulation. If you don't have the metallics, they're fantastic. There's the taupe, there's the bronze, there's the dark brown, and then there's also this, ooh, yikes. Sorry, I almost just threw one of these across the room. And then there's the champagne color, okay? These, I still love them. I will always love them, but watch out for the creamier non-metallic formulations. They're difficult to work with, and there are better chubby cream eyeshadow options out there for you. So, just my 2 cents. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this. Please give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and maybe if you learned something. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!